Hey guys, Southeast Softwash here. Going to do a quick update video. Sean's probably going to wind up sending you guys links to this one if you're in the queue. So we're going to make a little change to the way we do things as far as our scheduling of pickups. It's really not a major change, and it's really not going to affect the length of time that a particular guy here in the queue is going to wait. So the way we've always done it is we look out ahead of time about a week or two, and we say, hey, all right, we're going to be able to build, this is what we're working on this week, and we're going to be able to build, say, down to right here. Sean goes and calls all those guys and says, hey, they're going to be building your equipment next week or two, and you can go ahead and start making plans to get here. Well, that has worked up till now. The problem is the supply chain just keeps getting worse and worse. And so what happens is we wind up calling one of those guys, and then literally this happened last week, had to turn right around an hour later because we got word from one of our vendors that one of our key parts that we can't get anywhere else was not going to be here when they said it was going to be here. So just with that volatility, to nix all that, here's how we're going to do it going forward. We're just not going to call anybody until the equipment is finished. Spin around and look right there, Ashley. Turn around. Ashley's holding the camera. There's a Jeff. Jeff finishing up a skid, okay? So at this point, we can call this guy and say, hey, all right, you can turn back around. Ashley don't really know what to do with her hands. But we can call that guy for surezies because his is done. We're going to stick it on the wall. The shop will notify Sean. Sean can get in there and give those guys a call. That way, we're not hoping and dreaming that the parts show up. Now, it's really not been a problem because we got the way we've done in the past, about a 99.9% accuracy rate of knowing when something's coming in. But it's just
and it's nothing that anybody can help. Our fab shop, they've got some guys down, some of the main guys, so we were a month ahead usually on skid frame builds, and now we're like neck and neck with them. So it's just kind of tough to call.
Stuff like the trailers and the skid frames for the Lumimaxes, we can only get them from one place. It's proprietary, so we can't panic like some of the other stuff. If they're out, we can get on eBay or Amazon. We're going to spend a little bit more money, lose some money, but it's not a big deal. Keep the guys coming, on schedule. But those frames, the trailers, when they're built out, our skid place that makes those, and the ladder racks, got a ladder rack right there. They got a guy out who's like their main guy. He broke his ankle. He's been out. We used to have a month's worth of skid frames sitting here, and then we were backfilling our inventory. Well, now we've used all those up. So we're basically running neck and neck with a couple of key components, and we just can't afford to give you guys a call. You make plans, you're headed this way, and then we got to call you back. It makes us look like dummies. It gets you guys frustrated. So instead of doing it that way, just when we finish it, when we put it on the wall, we'll give you guys a call. We've even had problems where we take a pressure washer out. We're down to our last, 2 or 3 pressure washers. We got some on the way, a big shipment. We take that last one out, put it on the skid, bolting it together. The guy's coming tomorrow, and there's like a catastrophic failure on the pump. Now, what do? We don't have time to go get another one. So just on those times when we're running kind of at the end of an inventory level, we can't do that. We've had tanks with cracks in them. Like a big 200-gallon tank had a crack right in the middle of it. We didn't see it until we started building the trailer. We didn't have another tank out back, but the tank yard's several hours away, so it's just not a good idea as far as we're going to wind up having to backfill. So I hope that makes sense. It's not pushing the queue at all. It's just a difference in when Sean's going to give you a call. Instead of him saying we think you're going to be built next week, it is you're built and you can come at that point pretty much whenever on a Friday.
We'll let the customer a lot of times decide what date works for them because everybody's got everything going on. Another key thing that won't change is projections. You can still call, and I can still tell you when the projection is. That's not a difference.
Right.
The production will get done the same amount of time it would have anyways. It really is just a simple matter of it's already done. When do you want to come get it?
Right. Yeah, well, nothing's really changing with the amount we're building. And if you're 6 weeks into your wait time and you want to get called, it's going to be the same estimated date that he's going to give you either way. So none of that's going to change. And the key word there, guys, estimated, projection, right? These are best guesses. Things can happen, so don't get too wrapped around the axle. We're doing all we can. If you call up here with an attitude, I'm going to hang up on you because we told you from day one when we sold it to you. We told you how this is going to go. I think I've preached this gospel long enough. I do not give a flying crap if you get upset because you don't have your skid. I will be that guy. So nothing's changing. We're just changing when we call you so we don't have to backpedal. Am I missing anything?
I think that's about got it.
Cool. All right, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. Let's walk the shop real quick and get my phone. Ashley is so, look at her. She does the best she can. Hold on, let me flip. All right, so I'll take you guys on a tour and show you what we have built out. What we do this week, 7 units. Ty is loaded for bear over here. What we do, 7 or 8 this week?
I think it was 8 with the 2 trailers.
Yeah, it will be 8 when we get, Nick's working on that Mini Pro right there. Gonna have it done tomorrow. That one and this trailer will make 8. So we did some backwards math today, looking at how much we've built throughout the year, and even taking what we're gonna do till the end of the year minus 4th of July week and Christmas week. It's 6.8 units a week. So that's before these 2 guys even existed. So that was just me, you, and Wilkins. We were very tired. So 8 units this week with all this stuff getting finished. So it's a lot. We're rolling. Nothing's changing on what we're doing. That trailer got done this week, 8 gallon a minute. I still feel a little bit stuffy, so I think this one's headed out tomorrow. This one got done. That's just an Alumimax, no pressure wash on that. And then 1 or 2 of these were in here left over from last week. Alumimax Pros, and then that one, and then a bunch of mini skids over here. So the shop wasn't empty last week when we left out of here, so we didn't build all this, but we built a good chunk of it. So we do about 7, 8 a week, just depends on what it is. And like I said, none of that's changing. We're just changing how we go about notifying you guys once it's done. So we will not call you until it's done. That way we can be confident in what we're telling you, and we're not having to backpedal later, which it really is sucky. Like,
It is.
we hate to do that because it's just dumb. Like, that should never happen. So
I'd hate for that to happen to me. Somebody
Yeah.
call me, yeah, come on, and then you gotta.
it's already took 11, 12 weeks, and then we call you, and then we call you back a day later and say, hey man, for real, you can't come because it ain't.
We just kidding.
Well, we don't know, stuff's. It's not like it happens all the time, but when it happens, it's a big deal to that guy, and so we don't want to do that. So,
Yep.
hope that makes sense. See y'all later.